Welcome and what is up there everybody, this is Casper with Casper Crypto, and in today's video we got some huge Dogecoin news that just came out, and they look like they're actually affecting Dogecoin a decent amount, or they could be very soon. And along with that, we're also going to be doing some technical analysis, taking a look at where Dogecoin could be heading in the next few hours and in the next few days. So before we get into the video, I'd really appreciate you guys could smash that like button down below and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys have not yet. I'd really appreciate it a ton. Thank you guys all so much for 5,000 subscribers. Let's try to hit 10,000 as soon as possible. Alright, so getting into it, we can see that Dogecoin's currently at about 19.25 cents. It's not doing too bad. It's down about 6.5% on the day. It did have a pretty decent recovery today. It was down to like the lowest levels were about like 16.5 cents. As you can see, today's low was 16.5 cents. We did double bottom right here, which could be a potential place where we could rebound back up, and I'll be showing you guys that in the chart, so make sure to stay tuned for that. It's just a general overview. But along with that, if we take a look at the last 7 days, we've just been on this consistent downtrending pattern from about 32 cents down to lowest point 16 cents, and now we're at about 19 cents. So we've had a pretty decent drop, to be honest, and it's just basically been going on this entire week, and the last few days have been just the biggest red days that we've gotten. Yesterday, if I recall correctly, it was down like 30 or 35% at a certain point, so it was getting really scary, to be honest. But yeah, that's basically what Dogecoin's looking like, and let's head into the news and see what the news are saying. So we can take a look right here. Say something. Elon Musk. Dogecoin shed $70 billion in market cap since SNL. So as you can see, a lot of people are trying to look for Elon Musk to say something, and we actually have news of Elon Musk doing just that, and I'll be showing you guys that in this video as well. So Dogecoin is down about 70% from its all-time highs, as trader reiterates that altcoins have no bottom. So a lot of people are kind of like panicking. They're like, yo, come on, Elon Musk, are you still a fan of Dogecoin? Do you not like it? Do you like it? I don't know, man. Like, you were just talking about it so much on Twitter and now you just stopped. A lot of people are panicking, and that could be a reason why a lot of people are selling, because they don't see Elon Musk talking about it at all. But we do have a tweet about it. Actually, I want to share this with you guys right now, where Elon Musk responded to this tweet right here saying, I've heard some people are skeptical on the fee reduction code, so I'll be doing a second run through of it live on Dogecoin testnet on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. Eastern, and 11 a.m. Pacific, right? So on Twitch, you could basically watch Ross Nickel, if I pronounced that correctly. He's going to be going over the fee reduction code and how that's going to affect Dogecoin, which is actually pretty awesome. That we're going to have lower fees on Dogecoin. Those are some news that I talked about in some previous videos if you watched them. But yeah, Dogecoin is looking to decrease its fees by a pretty significant amount, and this is actually great, because if we're heading towards a currency that's going to be used as like a day-to-day transactional currency, kind of like the dollar, we want the fees to be as small as possible, so we can, make as many transactions we need without having to pay like Ethereum gas fees, where you pay like sometimes upwards of $100 to make a trade, right? So yeah, that's great news, but let's head back into the article and see what they say right here. So, and I also have one more thing I wanted to share with you guys, and I'll be going over that in a sec. But basically right here we can see Dogecoin, Elon Musk's pet favorite cryptocurrency, has shed tens of billions of dollars since since he publicly plugged it on mainstream TV. And as sources noted this week, the meme-based altcoin's market capitalization is now 69 billion down. Wow, nice. 69 billion down versus where it was when Tesla and SpaceX hosted Saturday Night Live. So in 6 weeks, Dogecoin has dropped by 70%. As you can see, it was at about like 74 cents at the peak, and now it's dropped down pretty significantly, to be honest. And has Doge had its day? So I'm going to give you guys a quick little overview. Like, we're not going to go over everything here, but a lot of articles are now being published about crypto, not just Dogecoin, but a lot of crypto, with extremely bearish news and extremely bearish perspectives on everything, right? Has Doge had its day? Well, maybe Dogecoin is over. It had its time, had its peak. Now it's going back down to less than 1 cent like it was before, right? But take a look at this. Whenever there's an insane amount of FUD, doesn't the opposite usually happen very, very soon? If they're trying to push out so much FUD through the media, that means the whales are like, haha, that's awesome, guys. Just keep pushing out that FUD, and then we'll scoop it up right on the bottom. And I have no doubt that some whales got in Dogecoin at like the very minimum, like 16.5 cents and like 17 cents. No doubt, right? And all they're doing is just basically pushing out so much FUD so that they can get lower prices in, and they can make all the money, screw everyone else over. It jumps up to like insane prices. Then all the retail buyers buy it, and they're like, oh man, it's going back to the moon. They sell it off, and they basically make their money and walk away, you know? So you don't really want to fall into that. And of course, this is just my opinions and thoughts. This is not financial advice whatsoever. So please do your own research and due diligence. But they're trying to like push the idea that there's no bottom when it comes to altcoins. Like altcoins can go down to zero, which is true. But Dogecoin is obviously way too well established with way too much mass support behind it, too much new developments coming up, a good developing team, everything like that behind it. I doubt it's going down to zero, you know? I still think that we could hit a $1 Dogecoin by the end of the year. That's just my opinion, of course, not financial advice again. But let's take a look at something else that they're saying right here. So we see that Dogecoin is headed to 5 cents after losing crucial support level, and even Elon Musk can't save it, says Bitcoin Bull. So there's a guy who's a Bitcoin bull who's saying that 5 cents is inevitable. Again, just massive fun. I'm not even going to talk about this. I just wanted to mention to you that there's so many of these articles being published right now, and don't get scared off. Just diamond hands, hodl. At least that's what I'm doing. I'm hodling. I know Dogecoin will definitely make some insane returns by the end of the year whatsoever, so there's no point in getting scared and selling off at the very bottom just to buy it back up when it bounces up, right? But let's do a little bit of technical analysis and see where Dogecoin could be heading in the next few hours and the next few days. So if we scroll out a little more macro scale, we can see that we've been in this head and shoulders pattern for about actually a few months already, since about the middle of April. We've had the shoulder here, head and shoulder, and this is the neckline right here. This red trend line you see right here is the neckline. So whenever we fall below that, that could signal a very bearish move in the price action of this currency. So what we see happening right now is that we did actually fall below that that head and shoulders pattern neckline. We tried to have a rebound here one time, even I guess you can call this one time, a second time. But basically what's going on is that we're getting a lot of selling pressure starting to show up on the charts. We see a lot of volume that's pushing, a lot of red volume, except for this one candle which we had that kind of saved us right here, to be honest. We could have been heading way lower. But basically what's going on is that we've broken below this head and shoulders pattern, and it looks like we could be heading even lower to the next support levels, because we broke below this support right around the 23 cent level extremely fast. That was a potential support using the Fibonacci extension. And if we take a look, the next point of support according to the Fibonacci extension, which could play out, could definitely just not play out whatsoever, but this is just psychological levels that tend to happen. Doesn't always happen, right? But the next point of support according to the Fibonacci retracement would be right around the 9.5 to 10 cent levels of Dogecoin, which, take it as you wish. If we go down that low, I know I'll be both sad and happy, but I'll definitely be happy about the part that I'll be able to buy in so much more Dogecoin and get in such a better price of Dogecoin that I've never thought I would get again before. But if we don't hit that price, then the next areas of support we could be seeing is right around the 14-15 cent area and the 10 to 11 cent area, like we had used before in the past. Right before we had this massive bull run on Dogecoin, we had a resistance right around here, and an old resistance can oftentimes act as a new support. So around the 14.5 cent area, and then another support area right here at 10.5 cents. So those are just some key levels I'm taking a look at. Of course, Dogecoin does not need to follow them at all. Previous patterns don't always predict the future, but they oftentimes rhyme, is what everyone says. So we just take a look at this and get a good idea of what another good buying opportunity for Dogecoin would be. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.